Roger, Langata 17.
This command center was inaugurated on 2015, and since its inception, we have been able to utilize the resources that were among very many things that were to be defined for the contract. Why Nairobi area is within this command center is because of visibility of the officers on the ground and the visibility using the cameras that are within the city. They are able to see where the resources are. They are able to see what is happening on the ground using the surveillance cameras. And on top of that, we are able to blacklist motor vehicles that are stolen within the areas where the police are and reported to this command center. Because once a motor vehicle has been stolen and reported to this command center, it is blacklisted. And when it goes through an automatic number plate recognition camera, that is one of the cameras in this project, it is flagged and the officers are able to see and locate where it is. This makes it easier for the officers to be able to inform the resources on the ground on where the vehicle is located so that it can be recovered. In this respect, we have been able to recover so many motor vehicles depending on when they were reported to us, and if they are within the areas where the cameras are, we are able to know if they still exist within the city or they are passed within the city and what direction they took, because we have cameras that come in and read out of the city center.
All the cameras are installed in specific areas of interest.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
You can see Nyali, there is Kasarani Stadium,
yes.
Stadium.
And that is Machakos. We have them in areas that we had an interest during that time when we were doing it. But this one was done in collaboration with the operation commanders in the field. Yes.
And you can be able to single out, say, profile a specific person.
Yes, because they are high definition cameras. We are able even to see properly and clearly the faces, and even you can be able to see more features. After blacklisting, we have a list, and you can be able to view a motor vehicle at a particular route. So long as you just key in the registration number, you will see the car. This is a car that has been picked by the camera, ANPR camera. A vehicle of interest, you get the number plate, and you get to know how many are in the car. You can see even the location.
Yeah.
It gives you the location, gives you the time where the vehicle passed, the time it passed that camera during that time, and that is the information we send back to the field. All these are blacklisted motor vehicles. This is a traffic desk where they also monitor what is happening on the ground. Yes. They look at the cameras of interest because of traffic jams and congestions, or when there is a movement in any particular way. They are able to speak to their officers on the ground and pass the information they are seeing here and guide them. This is what we are seeing on this road. This is what is happening. They are able to disseminate information from here. Yes.
Does this inform what you usually see in the crowd, say at the Globe roundabout, where we have traffic coming from Thika Road, Kipande Road, and at times people complain, why is it the officer allowing vehicles
from one direction?
Globe.
That's Globe.
This is from now
Thika Road, yeah.
Yes.
this one now going towards
Like during the rush hour, do you pass information to the officers there? You can see two of them already.
Yes, when there's rush hours, particularly we look at what could be slowing down the vehicles on a particular road.
National Police Service entails KPS and APS. We also have their desk here, so that we coordinate operations together. These are from Administration Police Service headquarters. So we normally have the coordination of the two units, services, so that none of them is left behind, so that we can be able to do the operations together. They also sit here, and use the same radio, but to communicate to the APS service so that information that flows from here is the same information. Yes.
Do they have like specific cameras they monitor? Or
No,
it's uniform?
It's just uniform. The cameras are, because all the officers, like the officer you saw there, the one we saw on the camera there, comes from the APS. We don't have selective because officers are all deployed within the city, so we can't have a camera that is monitored by APS or KPS. It is for the national. But we work together as a team so that information that flows to the services is the same information. There are two sets of cameras in this city, and we need to be very clear on what cameras we are looking at. There were cameras that were installed in this city when the Metropolitan Ministry was in place. Those cameras are within CBD, and they are always mistaken for the cameras of this project. We don't know because we don't monitor those ones. They are not part of this command center. But the cameras that have been installed in this project, all the cameras work except when there is an issue of power cut. But even if there is a power cut, that camera still stores the images and the video for a maximum of 8 hours because we have a backup in every camera.
Roger, we just received a report.